My friend's girlfriend confessed that she is my friend's online bully because she wants to remind him how great she is, but her plan backfired because I exposed her. I knew both of them separately before they met and started dating. They fell in love pretty fast and became a couple. We always thought they were perfect for each other. They were both attractive, fun, energetic people who were crazy about each other and also great friends to the rest of us. After a while, Ben had some family problems back home, which required him to fly back to be with his family, but this would be temporary. Blair has always been great, supportive, and understanding towards Ben. He would always say how happy he was and how proud he was of his relationship. I met Blair recently for a little girl's outing. After a few drinks, she told me that she had created a fake account to test her boyfriend. I thought it was weird, but I didn't say much. She said he didn't reply and blocked the fake account, which should have been the end of her test, in my opinion. But she continued to tell me that she used another fake account to add him and call him names like ugly, good for nothing, and pretty bad stuff. I was flabbergasted and could not believe what the F was happening. I asked her why on earth she'd do such a thing. She explained that she was the best girlfriend he could have, and she just wanted to remind him how great she was so he could appreciate her more. She wanted to show him how horrible the dating pool is and that he should hold on to her tight. I told her this was insane and she needed to stop, but she continued to tell me no, that this was nothing harmful. Ben had told me about a fake account message to him, but I didn't know it was her. Ben assumed it was his ex who was proven to be a stalking weirdo, but now I know it's not her. It's actually his loving girlfriend. I told Blair she needed to stop and that I would love to help her work on the issues that make her act like this. I tried to explain how this would eventually ruin her relationship and Ben's confidence, but she is not listening. So I told her if she didn't stop, I would go ahead and tell Ben everything. I have screenshots of us discussing this matter over text and how she's unwilling to stop. Would I be the if I told Ben everything? My boyfriend says Ben needs to know, and I totally agree because nobody deserves to be treated this way. But some of my friends back home told me not to tell him but instead convince her to come clean, which I've been trying but to no avail. Update: we had a phone call with Ben. My boyfriend was there with me to break the news to him. First, I asked Ben whether the fake accounts were still messaging him, and he said no, not for a week or so. Then I told him that the messages were being sent by Blair and she told me this herself. He didn't understand at all. I told him everything. The girls' night out Blair and I had, how she told me what she was doing and why, how I asked her to stop, but she didn't see the point etc. As I was explaining. I saw my friend Ben losing the spark in his eyes, and I saw the devastation settle in. The horror was real for him. Then, when I was done telling him everything, there was a moment of silence. My boyfriend told him that if he needed or wanted us to help him in any way, we would be more than happy. He thanked us for telling him everything and wanted us to keep this a secret from Blair. He didn't want her to know that he now knew everything. He said he needed time to figure stuff out since it's all a big shock now. I sent him whatever evidence I had, and we ended the call. We didn't hear from Ben again for a couple of days. One night he called my boyfriend to ask for help retrieving a box from his and Blair's apartment. He said Blair would be home to let us in and that we could take the box after checking its contents. He gave us a list of everything that should be in the box. When we arrived, Blair was there with the box, but she seemed off. I asked her how she was doing, and she said not very well cause the antidepressants were weighing on her. She self-diagnosed and started taking unprescribed, illegally obtained antidepressants. I said antidepressants could be dangerous to take on your own due to side effects, and she really should ask a doctor before taking them. She brushed me off, gave us the box, and shut the door on us. We called Ben, told him the box was with us, and asked if he wanted us to send it to him. He said just to keep it safe until he was back. He came back to the country 3 days ago. He went to see Blair, and they had a huge fallout. He confronted her with everything I gave him and she said it was his fault for being absent. Ben said he would be willing to try to understand and help her if she didn't blame him. After all, it's not his fault that his father is dying and he has to be there for his family. He came to fix things, but her reaction blew up everything. He took the remaining belongings and left the house. He's now staying in our spare bedroom. The man is devastated. Blair has been blowing up social media in the past 2 days with lies, posting things about how Ben cheated on her while he was supposed to be helping his family, saying he's always been 1 foot out the door and she is better off without him. She should have never lowered her standards for him, etc. etc. Ben is not a social media person, so he just deactivated his accounts and is now trying to heal. She's called me to curse at me multiple times. We now all blocked her number and her socials. Ben will be staying with us until he returns home in the upcoming weeks. I tried to help both of my friends and now I'm helping my only friend in this situation. I texted Blair's cousin to let her know that she was taking unprescribed antidepressants, acting erratic, and should see a doctor, and that was it. I don't like this at all. I don't want to be in the middle of all of this, but Ben needed to know the truth. For Ben, he still feels betrayed and shocked, but he also feels that it was for the best that this would end since he cannot trust her anymore.